between the two clubs, but
nice touch.
As it's now up with some speed is McNabb. Molesky filling in along the back line. She's able to break that one up. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised there as it's going to be booted all the way down by Alicia Donnelly. Now it's going to be Shallot. Who sliding that ball in. She was just able to get it to Walker, but
I was surprised she ended up picking that up. I thought she would have let that roll back to the end line, but worked out for her.
Just barely, as it's going to be a throw in here for Lady Victory. No shots yet, I believe, for Columbus, as it's going to be Barnett. And we are back underway, at least with some audio, I believe, now, as your Eagles again scoreless versus Lady Victory here at Burnlore Stadium, 18:40 into this first half. As it's going to be back to Ashley Goglin. Goglin playing center back for the Eagles. We mentioned earlier that rotation. Goglin usually that stalwart in the midfield for Columbus, but she's paired with Michaela Powers in the center back position. Up ahead, played by McNabb. Now it's Dolinsky, who had a yellow shown her way just minutes ago. She plays it, and it rolls into the box as it's going to be gloved by Sargent. Sargent, who had Wilkinson pressuring her. Wilkinson with the best chance of the game so far. Maybe best opportunity. I don't know that she took the best chance necessarily.
Yeah, no doubt.
And here's Sargent, the keeper back with it to Goglin. Goglin will try to slot that ahead, looking to do a little route one there and find Madison Costner. As Aaron Duffy's able to break it up, but wasn't able to slide that ball through. Cheryl Chopin, Wilkinson in a foot race here. Wilkinson able to maybe slow it down enough for Barnett to get there first, the right back. Shallot skies it in the midfield, and it'll be settled there and moved out wide.
Nice
move. Powers to Chopin. Chopin, you're right. That was it. Then she tried to swing it in though, and couldn't quite get the quality on that product that you wanted to see. It was commiserate with the move.
Yeah, I would have liked to have her take that down a little bit more towards the box. But I don't know if she maybe just had a mistouch and just wanted to get rid of the ball, or she felt the defender was closing in too quickly.
A little bit of pinball going on right here at midfield as ball's played around. Now up ahead is Mousset able to get there first. She will be. It looked like McNabb had to curl her run a little bit to stay onside, and that might have given Mousset enough time to get there. As ball sailed in to the waiting arms of Hannah Sargent. She'll slide it ahead for Deja Sweetheart, but it's broken up. And now here comes Lady Victory. It's Dolinsky sliding it, and a little bit of a miscommunication there, it looked like, as there was a great opportunity for Lady Victory, but the passer and the receiving end not quite connecting.
Yeah, not quite linking up. I like what I saw there from the Eagles' back line, though. All four of them were on the same spot. They held their line for offsides, and they kind of made that the offensive player feel uncomfortable. But yeah, good organization.
Out to Donnelly on the left wing flank. Donnelly cutting in, and she'll leave that ball for Molesky. Molesky.
So let's keep in the box here.
Yeah, let's see if they can get some folks, their heads on the other side of that. Cutting in, but Barnett tackled. Dangerous tackle there, but no foul coming, as maybe it was dressed up a little bit by the Eagles player.
Yeah, I think she got most of the ball there, and she got in the right spot.
Can't fault her for trying to take that opportunity there in the box.
Well, yeah. They got some more subs coming in, looks like, for both teams, making double switches.
Yep, coming on for... Looks like we've got Maya Turner coming on for Lady Victory.
We actually got a hydration break here.
Bree Arthur. Oh, okay, yeah. Because we are about halfway through.
Hydration is key.
We certainly do. Hydration is key. Make sure all of you watching at home able to see this. And thank you all for tuning in, those of you that are watching at home on Eagle TV, powered by GCG, backed by Logan and Darren Van Paris with you. I know we've had a little bit of technical difficulties here early in this first half, but I think...
Thank you for hanging in there, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for working here with us as we're enjoying bringing you all the action. Again, scoreless here. Darren, any at least initial observations in this first half of the first half?
I don't know. It's been kind of cagey. I think that Lady Victory came out and were on the front foot, and they were getting some better opportunities, but it seems like the Eagles have done a good job at least just getting their composure back. They're in at least the right spots defensively and haven't really given them many opportunities since, the Sixers or, since within the first 10 minutes of the game. So, like how they've settled in. That was one thing that I was a little bit interested to see how the game started is with Goglin going back to playing center back. The midfield has kind of felt like it's been in between, or it's been really feel like it's been offense, defense, and it's just been going straight through it. So maybe looking to see some more subs in the midfield. But overall, I think if you're the Eagles, you're happy with it being tied right now.
Absolutely, and this game, as well as all games sponsored this season for the Eagles, are sponsored by the Nordec. The Columbus Eagles are sponsored by the Nordec. Nordec memberships, they're on sale now, starting at just $30. You get all the swag, the scarf, the face mask, prints of both historic Crew Stadium and new Crew Stadium, potentially lower.com field at new Crew Stadium. Yeah. Who knows? We'll find out here, and much more. You also get priority access to Nordec tickets at membership price, along with discounts on merchandise, priority access to on tour trips, access to play at historic Crew Field in the Nordec Cup, and discounts with Nordec partners. You can learn more and get those memberships at nordeca.com. As it looks like players are starting to get their way out. It's going to be Mia Shallett, the keeper for Lady Victory, to take the goal kick to resume action here as she touches it over, and we were back underway here at Burnmore Stadium between Lady Victory and the Columbus Eagles. As it's thread up for Alicia Donnelly to Duffy. Duffy unable to keep that one settled, and now here comes Lady Victory on the counter. It's out wide with Bree Arthur. Arthur coming in on the left flank for Lady Victory. Lady Victory in their silver jerseys, white numbers going from right to left, and the Columbus Eagles in their black jerseys, yellow trim with those yellow polka dots going left to right. Ahead now. A nice move by McMahon as she tries to swing it in on the opposite side, slotted, and fortunately Columbus able to clear it. A good opportunity, but unable to connect, and now here come the Eagles on the counter. Columbus pushing it ahead.
This looks like this is McKaylee Zurcher, number 9.
Making her debut for the Eagles, at least at home.
And then also Jillian Losia slotted into the left, look like left wing as well, number 19, defending right here.
So a couple changes for the Eagles during that hydration break as the ball's going to roll out of play. Shope with the throw in for Columbus. Now it's over with Michaela Powers. Ahead, and they're trying to cross it over to find Zurcher, but unable to. Now it's with Wilkinson. Wilkinson back to Delinsky. Delinsky slots it up to an overlapping Barnett. Barnett now with speed along the right flank, swinging that ball in, but into the waiting arms of Hannah Sargent. As a couple good chances, some nice movement here from Lady Victory, but they haven't been able to connect on any of those balls in the box.
Yeah, they certainly have some speed on the flanks. Even you're seeing it from the right and left backs. We've also got McMahon, number 9, that has been really dangerous most of the game as well. So Eagles got their hands full for sure.
Oh, stepping up there with a nice tackle to take that away was McLaughlin. She's with it. She's able to nutmeg Ashley Goglin. Now in at center, it's McNabb. McNabb trying to fire that shot through. It's broken up by the Eagles. A couple bodies there in front of it, but McNabb has it once again in the box, trying to slot it there into the opposite corner. A little chip, but unable to. That's going to go out of play.
Nice desperation defense there. Unfortunately, the ball got, like you said, got nutmeg through Goglin there, but Eagles made it difficult and made the Lady Victory had to swing the ball back and forth and weren't able to get a great shot off and ended up having to cross it. So good defense there by the Eagles. So we also got another sub coming in here, Jordan Fike.
Jordan Fike, of course, this is familiar stomping grounds for Jordan Fike. She plays for Capital and scored 10 goals during her senior year with Capital University.
Yeah, she's someone that I've liked watching. The first game that we saw of the season, she was able to get behind the lines of the of the defense. So, look, maybe we could see some balls over the top and Fike running onto those.
And it's going to be a goal kick here coming from Hannah Sargent. Sargent, who's been tested a bit here, but she has met each challenge so far.
Absolutely.
Now it's going to be Powers. That ball, maybe not with as much as she wanted to see on that, over to Erin Duffy, who's found herself now playing, I think she started at the right wing, now she's playing left back. Versatility. Rotation, of course, so key with the Eagles playing a game yesterday in Cincinnati, too.
Yep.
As it's Barnett. Broken up, though. Now here comes Columbus trying to slide that ahead for Donley. Was unable. And it's going to be Shallot, the keeper, for Lady Victory. Not afraid to handle it there as the keeper. Sometimes, you see some that are just going to, I'm going to, just boot this ball out of here, but some good handles.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, she stayed calm even out earlier in the game. She had the ball that was about to run out to the end line, and she was able to keep her composure and slot the ball across the field. So, yeah, it's nice when you have your keeper that's able to feel comfortable handling the ball and just passing it back.
Little sweeper keeper.
Sweeper keeper. Love it.
So it's going to be Barnett here with the throw-in for Lady Victory. Tries to get it ahead to McNabb. McNabb on the turn that loses in that
someone's backyard.
Yeah, well, somebody's got a present.
That's right.
Or be careful going over there if we've got any, sandlot type situation.
Right.
As that ball is going to be sailed onto the track, and now it's going to be Michaela Powers with the throw-in for Columbus. Eagles and Lady Victory scoreless here. About 30 minutes into this first half.
Should be a foul. Thank you, ref.
It is. It's going to be a foul. And, of course, we have seen yellow shown once. It was Monica Dolinsky who received the card for a tackle on her opposite number, Olivia Molesky, for Columbus. And now ball will be played long by
nice
Powers,
ball.
And she's able to get it up ahead for Jillian Losey, but Losey could not corral it. It will slide, and she'll get the throw in. Over to Donley. Donley. Ooh, no handball there. She lofts it over, and it's going to be the first shot on the game, I believe, for Columbus there. Gloved without too much problem by Shallot. That's played back to the keeper. She's going to put it over to Wampler. I'm sorry, that was McLaughlin. Now it's with McMahon. To McLaughlin. That ball is going to be played just a little bit wide, out of the reach of Carico, and it's going to be a throw-in, but not after some substitutions for Columbus. Shell Shope coming back on, as is, it looks like, Madison Costner, Alicia Donley, and Erin Duffy coming out.
I think maybe Duffy's sliding over just to the right back.
Oh, yeah,
here.
there you are. You're correct. as it's going to be Duffy here to throw it.
So like number 12, Rachel Dewey has come on for Lady Victory.
Or back on for Lady Victory,
Yep.
as she was one of the starters. So front three, I should say, for Columbus is going to be Costner out there with Fike. And, it's going to be a counter attack, though, as a nice ball slid in. Here comes Lady Victory, but it's broken up as Duffy's able to get it ahead to Molesky. That was a crucial takeaway. And now it's Fike trying to get some speed going and split the defender. She's fouled, and it's going to be a free kick around the 40-yard line for Columbus. They're going to play it back maybe a little bit further, as it's going to be Michaela Powers standing over it.
It looks like she might just be clipping into the box here, I think.
They
got it set up, yep.
That looks like all the personnel's up there.
She can certainly play the long ball pretty well.
And she does. Trying to find a good header there from Molesky, but just sailing a little bit too wide from the Bobcat. And it's going to be a goal kick here. Good on Molesky to get her head on the other end of that and win that ball in the air. But it might have been just lofted a little too long. As now here comes Barnett. Played back into the middle of the park. And it's with McMahon. McMahon is going to try to find the overlapping Carrico. She does. Carrico.
This is good soccer.
Back to McMahon. McMahon coming in the left flank. Cutting inside. Fires it in, and that's going to be a goal here. Lady Victory striking first, as it was McMahon. Not Heather McNabb. Quincy McMahon with the strike for Lady Victory to take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was all her, Bart. That was solo. She was able to get the intervention at midfield, played it out to the left back there, and played a give and go. Made the cut back in on the run and slide it in the back corner. Can't do it any better than that.
So drawing first blood is going to be Lady Victory. We'll see if she will smile down upon the team for which she is a namesake, or whether she will smile for the home team, the Columbus Eagles. We've still got a lot of action left to go as Marique Mousset coming back on for Columbus for Aaron Duffy, resuming her spot in that familiar right back position. It's Olivia Molesky with it for Columbus.
It's a good ball.
Yes, played up ahead. Now the Eagles, can they get on the other end of it? No, it just kept on rolling, and it is going to be a goal kick, it looks like, despite the best intentions there from, I believe, is that Jillian Losey?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now it's going to be over to Carrico. Back to Wampler. Ahead with Bree Arthur. That ball goes out of play, though, off of Arthur, and it's going to be thrown in by Marique Mousset, the Ohio State product. Back to the captain. Goglin. Over to Zurcher. Zurcher trying to power that one through, but she's unable to. Speaking of powers, Michaela Powers breaks that ball up. She's going to play a long ball ahead for Mousset, who's able to get under it. Keeping it in along that touch line. She cuts back, looking to get inside on Carrico. Carrico, though, able to stop that, leaving that ball out for the clearance. And it's headed up over the head of Goglin by McNabb. Played back, though, as Goglin was able to track it back, and it's over to Sargent to Powers. Powers, another long ball.
I mean, Eagles have had some pretty decent success here recently, playing some balls over the top. This is good here.
Stepping in. Here's Costner. Costner with a play. Ooh, yeah, just a little bit too heavy of a touch there on the give and go from Costner, as it was Jillian Losey looking for it.
Yeah, I think Losey hesitated a bit, and Costner was anticipating her just to make a beeline towards a goal, and just that half second took the timing off on that pass.
Victory. They lead here in the 38th minute. 1-0 the score. A goal off the foot of Quincy McMahon. And now it's going to be Losi. Losi trying to find Zurcher, but it's broken up. Here's the goal scorer, McMahon. He's able to get around Molesky. Now she threads it ahead. Here comes Barnett overlapping. Barnett.
Good defense.
Tried to, slot that, but that was great defense by her opposite number, Cheryl Shope, to force the corner.
Yeah, Barnett, and that was weird. It looks like she, instead of taking the touch, she let the ball run through her, and that actually ended up taking her past the goal and having to make a cutback, and Cheryl Shope was right on the spot and able to clear it. But thought Barnett maybe should have taken the touch and tried to gather it, and she'd been more direct on goal.
So McNabb is going to take this corner for Lady Victory, headed away there by Ashley Goglin. Still now just at the top of the box is Deja Sweetheart is able to get her head on that one. Now it's going to be played out wide with Dewey. Dewey cutting across the top of the box, trying to slip that one in. But it's going to be cleared out by Columbus. And we're going to get a throw in here. Just about maybe 10 yards into the Columbus defending half.
It's like the Eagles are also making
Abby Townsend
sub here,
coming back on, as is Alicia Donnelly and Serena Deerig.
Possibly the last sub of the half, but
yeah, it's a good chance. I think we will probably get some stoppage time, especially with that hydration break.
Yep.
So Zerker out for Deerig. Townsend back at the right wing position where she started the game. I believe Donnelly as well back in after she started.
I think maybe got a handball here.
It looks like that was the case. And so about 10 yards outside the Columbus box is where this dead ball will be taken. Oh, then maybe not if she keeps moving her way up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just in line with the edge of the box, though. Probably about 5 out. It's going to be lofted in, but
good.
Right there for Hannah Sargent. She maybe had a bit of trouble handling it, but not too much, as she's going to slide it up. And it's over with Townsend. Townsend, nice cut in. She feeds it up ahead for Deja Sweetheart. Sweetheart.
Good.
A nice ball played out wide for Shope. Shope crashing in, and that's going to go off
corner,
the Lady Victory player. Yes, that will be a corner for Columbus. This is a critical opportunity for the Eagles. They trail 1-0 here, but a chance to draw even. There'll at least be some time before that. We're going to see Olivia Molesky come off and Donovan Wall
come in,
who does look like she has the height advantage at least, which could be advantageous here on this free kick, or corner, I should say.
Yeah, if you're the Eagles here, only got a couple minutes before half hits. Try and take advantage of your set pieces, get into the mixer, maybe get a rebound. Let's see if we're able to get it into a nice area.
You see the Eagles players clumped up in there. And moving across, trying to find Deering. Ball out loose. It was Deja Sweetheart who could not quite get the handle on it, as it's Mousset who's going to get it over to Goglin. Goglin, the center back here, playing in a more advanced position.
Ball.
She lofts it ahead for Sweetheart, but offside.
Unfortunately.
Ooh, that was a golden opportunity for the Eagles as Deja Sweetheart, the impact sub. She did draw that yellow card early, and this time nearly able to knot it up.
Yeah, a couple of nice balls in. Definitely created some chaos in the box there. So Yeah, let's see if the Eagles are able to create. And that was kind of like a mini set piece from the rebound that came from the corner kick. But both balls were dangerous, made the goalie work. So good opportunities for the Eagles. Unfortunately, just not able to convert them.
So now it's going to be Shallot playing it short out of the boxes. A little bit of D-to-D passing. Up ahead, but that's going to be skied over the head of Bree Arthur. And now the Eagles with the throw-in. It's going to be Marique Mousset. Back to Goglin. Gives it right back to Mousset. Mousset trying to step outside on a crashing in Bree Arthur, but she plays that ball out of bounds. Now Wilkinson appeal for the handball there, and I agree with you. It looked certainly like the case to me, and now we're going to get a stoppage.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah, that did look, and instead it's the
stoppage
to give the throw in to Lady Victory.
So it goes.
As it does. And it's going to be Donovan Wall with this. Out for Columbus.
Good.
To Donnelly. Now it's going to be chasing it down. Costner on this right wing side. Costner.
Good ball.
Centering feed. Able to get it over to Townsend. Townsend firing it. No handball. Appeal again from Columbus, but nothing. This is too close. Certainly, at least to the eye up here.
Nice
Looks like handballs, but
again.
another ball played, and Townsend unable to connect on that header, but a couple good opportunities there for Madison Costner. We're used to seeing her being on the other side of that, Darren, the one trying to put that head on the ball as others are swinging it in, but showing that versatility.
Yeah, that was the best sequence, I think, well, at least in the run of play that we've seen from the Eagles all day. They were able to collect the ball in the midfield and play it wide, and they played it forward, and they got enough numbers in the box to make it a good opportunity. But, yeah, hopefully they're able to catch one here before the half ends.
And that ball is going to roll into the hands of Sargent. Sargent beaten just once so far this game, as it's going to be Serena Deerig. Back to Marique Mousset. And ball now skied. Settled by Wall. Wall trying to get it to Deerig. She's able to stop it from slipping out of bounds. A little bit of a miscommunication there, though, as Wilkinson's able to get her head on it. And a quick switch there. Here comes Lady Victory, but it's going to be Deja Sweetheart who's able to get there first. Plays it back to the keeper.
Yeah, we're in a stoppage time here. Not quite sure how much the ref is indicating, but we assume with the hydration break that probably at least 3 or 4 minutes, I would assume.
Yeah, I think especially with the subs as well, you'd have to give them at least 3 minutes.
Yep.
The hydration break itself, I think, was 2 minutes.
Right. Good.
So out of midfield, Dolinsky loses it. Here comes Columbus. It's Townsend. Townsend with some speed on the right side.
Nice
Played
ball.
it across to Donnelly. She slots it in.
Beautiful.
We're looking for the appeal. No offside, and it's a goal, Columbus.
Yeah, that was all Townsend. She was able to collect the ball. I thought she was going to try and chip the keeper from about 25 yards out. Looks like she hesitated and was able to dribble all the way through to the end line and slide the ball towards the middle. That was beautiful.
So the Columbus Eagles knotted up here in stoppage time in this first half. It's Alicia Donnelly with the goal, and yes, absolutely, an assist. Might not quite do it justice there for Townsend. Electrifying.
Yeah, much needed before half there. I thought the Eagles started to really get a nice little stranglehold and created some great opportunities towards the end of this first half, so it was nice to see them cash it in.
So a crucial goal as Columbus is able to draw even here, but we still expect to see another minute or so of stoppage time. We know how crucial it is, as it's Donnelly, the goal scorer, who heads it into the box. It's going to be Shallot with it. Shallot. A long ball played
She's
up.
off. Yep. Thank you. Looks like the ref and I saw eye to eye on that one finally.
I appreciate that there from the linesman as the fourth official checking his time.
See if Powers is going to play it in the box here again. Why not?
Time for at least one more good attack from Columbus, especially with the range Michaela Powers has.
You had called it earlier. I mean, there's significant height advantage that the Eagles have. The center backs for Lady Victory are not the tallest, and I think it looks like right now the front, however many you want to call it for the Eagles, are taller than the rest of the Victory players.
And that we do get the whistle, so that will be it for the first half. Lady Victory with a goal early on, or about midway through it. Early it doesn't quite do it justice, off the foot of Quincy McMahon. But Columbus responds, and it's Alicia Donnelly, her first of the campaign, to draw even in stoppage time of this first half. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be back for halftime coverage. You're watching the Columbus Eagles on Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, columbuseaglesfc.com. Fly with us today.
We're back here at Bernlohr Stadium. Tie game here after the first half between your Columbus Eagles and Lady Victory FC. A goal from Lady Victory about midway through from McMahon, I believe, took to take the early lead, but then a terrific play, terrific individual effort, and I think we saw that frankly on both of the goals.
Yeah.
But in this case, it was Abby Townsend able to take it herself, and then finding Alicia Donnelly to knot it up in stoppage time and really give the Eagles that boost that they were looking for going into this first intermission. Darren Van Paris.
Yeah, no doubt, Bart. I think for the first 20 minutes or so, it kind of felt like maybe the Eagles were just kind of hanging on, and then end up that the Lady Victory scored shortly thereafter. But I think the last 10, 15 minutes of that first half, that was all Eagles. They were on the front foot, they were playing over the top, and they were running behind, and they were able to cash in on the goal. So that, I think, if you're the Eagles there, you're feeling good about yourself. I think that they've kind of also found a little bit, of some stability in the back as well. So they've stopped some opportunities for Lady Victory. So I think if you're the Eagles and you're Mark Wise, you're feeling good about the end of that first half.
I think one of the other things, considerations, obviously heat, definitely a factor in this game. But you've got two teams, both of which had played games yesterday. I think, the majority of the players probably, didn't play both of the games. Both of these teams have expanded rosters. But we know the heat, frankly, is an issue for us. I know some of our cameras, we've had some issues with that, and we apologize and appreciate you all sticking with us through the technical difficulties. But Darren, we know that one thing, that this is a Lady Victory team that has a short bench, and so with only 3 players that they can sub in, and with one player, Dolinsky, who's on a yellow already, that might be something that Mark Wise can factor in, because he can make those substitutions here and hopefully keep those legs fresh in this heat.
Yeah, no doubt. I think if you're able to continue to work the flanks, if you're the Eagles, get those right wingers, their wingers, their backs, get them tired, and then keep subbing and using the numbers that you have, and keep playing those balls over the top. Make them run backwards, make them feel uncomfortable, and put them under pressure.
One of the questions we had with this game was, you're seeing some familiar faces like Ashley Goglin playing out of position, having to play at that center back position. I think she and Michaela Powers have been paired a little bit well, but I think you do miss her there in the midfield, and at least in that first 45 minutes for the bulk of it, I think the midfield was controlled by Lady Victory. What sort of adjustments do you think Columbus needs to see?
Well, that's a good question. I think that what you saw from a counter of that is the Eagles just started playing more direct. They didn't even try going through the midfield. They would win some balls and they would turn over Victory in the midfield and then just go forward that way. So I think that they tried to take that part of the game out of the sequence. I'm not necessarily opposed to it. They've had a lot of success with it. We talked about the height that the Eagles have. They can play, knock the ball back down and run onto it. But on the other side of that, I think you do have to the strength of the Victory is going to be in the midfield. They've got a lot of speed there. So I think at the minimum, you at least want to keep some pressure in the middle of the midfield, even if you aren't looking to play directly through there.
And this is night and day from the first time these two teams met at the open of the season. A 6-0 victory for Lady Victory in that one. Eagles playing them tough, playing them tight. Lady Victory maybe had the better chances, especially in the early on of this one. We know Wilkinson had a golden opportunity that she didn't really make Hannah Sargent work for too much, the goalkeeper from Columbus. But the Eagles, especially in the second half of that first half, they definitely started to create a lot more, and you started to see, whether it was Madison Costner creating, lofting balls into the air, or of course Alicia Donnelly there off that great play from Abby Townsend. Some encouraging signs from Columbus in that later half.
Yeah, and I think on the flip side of it is if you're the Eagles, the one person that is the most dangerous for the Victory is McMahon. She's been all over the field. She's been in the middle. She's been running the park. And she was able to score that first goal pretty much on her own. So if there's one person that they want to make sure that they're controlling, it's got to be McMahon.
Well, we should mention some of the sponsors, of course, for this year, including the Nordeck, who's the official sponsor of the Columbus Eagles. Nordeck memberships, they're on sale now, starting at just $30. You get all the swag. You get the scarf. You get the face mask. You get prints of both historic and New Cruise Stadium, and much more. You also get priority access to Nordeck tickets at membership prices, along with discounts on merchandise, priority access to Nor on tour trips, access to play at historic Crew Field in the Nordeck Cup, and discounts with Nordeck partners. All dues go to fund supporter activities like tailgates, tifos, away trips, anything to up the lads. As part of the Nordeck membership sale this year, we're offering members the option to donate $5 with their purchase. This money will go directly to and exclusively to TIFO, Mega Tailgate, your Nor on Tour Community Assist Program, and the Nordeck Family Fund. All donations will directly benefit members and match day experience for all crew and really Columbus soccer supporters, because if there's one thing that this year's and this sponsorship has shown is that the Nordeck isn't just a Columbus a group of Columbus Crew supporters. They're a group of Columbus soccer supporters, and we certainly love to see that. You can learn more and buy those Nordeck memberships online at nordecka.com. So, Darren, what do you think will be what do you want to see from Columbus and from Mark Weiser? What do you think he's talking with his team about during this halftime?
Yeah, I think it's more of what we saw towards the latter part of that second half. So they were playing aggressive. They were playing the ball over the top, and they're staying organized in the back. So if they're able to, obviously not let the other team score, but also just be in good spots, make it difficult for the other team, and then win those balls and use the depth that you have, and try and create those opportunities.
Well, we will have much more to see and much more to talk about a little bit later. Right now, though, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll return a little bit closer to the start of the second half. You are watching the Columbus Eagles on Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today.
We're back here on Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag. The Columbus Eagles, Lady Victory, scoreless after one half here at Bird-Lawler Stadium. Bart Logan with you, joined by our sideline reporter, Kennedy Cry of the Hive. Kennedy, I know you had a chance to talk with Coach Wise a little bit earlier. What was his reaction or thoughts about this first half?
So first off, he just wanted to point out to the girls that the opposing team only has 2 subs, so he really wants us to just get high pressure and really give it our all to just wear them down. He also just wanted to recognize the defense for holding their ground and just really doing well back there. And he also wanted to mention that the wings, we need to stay wider and kind of hold our ground instead of cutting in so much.
And that's what you saw from some of those players on the wing, and it was, of course, one of the wingers, Abby Townsend, that helped create that first goal and that important goal. Did Coach Wise talk about how important that goal was to get a late goal?
Absolutely. He said it was huge for us. He said that he really recognizes her integrity and really need to want to do better in this next half and going forward, and just get one of those games that are just like, wow, this is a game changer for the entire season. He says he was really pumped to get that last-minute goal.
And this was a team, we saw Lady Victory the first game of the season, and they beat Columbus by a 6-0 scoreline. Already doing better with just one goal scored for Columbus here. Did he talk about anything about the adjustments or the difference between that first game and this game here?
It's really just that they're hungry. They just have that need to do better than before and to prove themselves, prove that they can do well.
Any other takeaways from you or from Coach Wise from your discussions in that first half?
I'm just hoping that the girls are having a positive mindset. I can tell that they're really pushing through in this first half, and hopefully we just keep it for the next one.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kenny. Thank you for keeping us up to date. We'll be hearing back from you at the post-game show. You'll be able to catch all that action later here on Eagle TV. Right now, we're going to step away, and then we'll be back shortly for all the second half action. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today. Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today.
Back here just moments away from the start of the second half as your Eagles are tied with Lady Victory going into the second half. Bart Logan, Darren Van Paris with you. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag, the Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls Supporters Group / lifestyle brand. Follow GCG Bag on Twitter and Facebook at GCG Bag 96 for breaking news, thoughtful insight, and informed commentary on pro soccer here in Columbus, along with Josh Williams' thirst trap picks.
Need those.
Oh, you absolutely need them. The Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls, champions of Mega Tailgate, by the way, which will be returning next weekend, June 19th, for one final time at historic Cruise Stadium. The champions of Mega Tailgate definitely not failing, an official broadcast partner of your Columbus Eagles. Darren, second half action just moments away. What are you looking for? What is the thoughts here for Columbus?
Yeah, I think it's just, we even talked a little bit about how we're having some camera difficulties because the heat.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a big part that I don't think we've talked about a whole lot, but, they only got a couple of subs. Let's try and keep pressing, keep running at least, and see if you can put some pressure on them. And towards the end of that game, that last 20 minutes, that's when you're going to start seeing some of those kind of the rewards of pressing and pushing harder. So,
well,
we shall see.
We shall see, and we're going to see who Lady Victory decides to smile down upon. Will it be, again, the team from Indiana, for which she is named after, or is it going to be our Columbus Eagles? We'll find out here as teams are switching side. Eagles will be going from right to left, their black jerseys, and Lady Victory in their silver gray jerseys going from left to right here at Bernlohr Stadium, stomping grounds of Capital University.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to 97.1 The Fan, helping trying to get people out to the game today. There is a decent amount of people out here supporting the Eagles, so thank you for their support.
Absolutely. Great to have support here, and we'll see if we can't get T-Bone up for another game here, but it's good to see the fans out.
Got the umbrellas out.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
Have Reflect, get that sun out of here. What are you doing here?
And kickoff there as Madison Costner plays it back to Molesky to resume play here. Michaela Powers up to Deja Sweetheart, who is finding herself in the attacking three this time around on that left wing. On the far side, it's Abby Townsend.
Good ball.
And there's Donley is up there. So it looks like a little, I think Donley might have slid into the midfield. She scored the lone goal. He's over there with Olivia Molesky and Donovan Wall. I think we've got Townsend here on the right wing. Costner up top at the 9. And left wing, Deja Sweetheart. Then across the back four, it's Michaela Powers, Ashley Goglin, Marique Mousset, and Cheryl Shope. Sargent playing the ball to Goglin. Over to Powers. Powers.
There it is.
Boots it. And running and getting there first, it's going to be Deja Sweetheart, but offside the call. I respectfully disagree.
Well, I think that if she would have let Donley run onto that, she would have
perhaps
for sure been offsides. I did not quite catch where Sweetheart was, but there's another example of the Eagles playing direct, and Michaela Powers certainly has shown that she can spray it. So I like the mentality of playing over the top. Yeah, they're able to collect the ball when it's bouncing, and they're able to find their open teammates as well. So I support the directness.
Oh, we absolutely do. It's going to be played over to Shope. She is tackled. That ball go out of play. No foul, though, coming against McMahon. Quincy McMahon, the goal scorer, as it's going to be Donley, the other goal scorer, the one for Columbus.
So
That
get
ball
there.
schooled it,
Good.
skied in, and Sargent's able to get under it. It was Wilkinson applying some pressure. She's been running all day, too, and
Yeah.
credit to her. She's been just pressing along that back line. And we mentioned, you mentioned it. We heard it when we talked with Kennedy Cry during halftime. And just 2 subs for Lady Victory as opposed to, upwards of 7 available for Columbus. With this heat, you just wonder if, especially for a player like Wilkinson who's been running so much, whether that's going to get to her, especially
Right.
once it gets into the final minutes of this. And can Columbus, more importantly, can Columbus take advantage?
I'll play it good.
Great ball played there by Townsend. Overlapping, it's Marique Mousset. Mousset inside, sliding it over, trying to find Donley. She's there.
Hit
Donley up to the top as Townsend's shot is
lucky.
blocked, and it's going to be cleared out by Lady Victory. Played back there by Wilkinson. A little bit of confusion is sliding in is Goglin to knock that ball off kilter. And hurrying to get back as it's a counterattack developing here from Lady Victory. That's McNabb.
Well done, getting
takes
back.
a shot, but she was marshaled to the outside, and it was no trouble there for Hannah Sargent after that counterattack.
Goglin did a good job getting back. And at least, if you're a defender and you're caught behind, the one thing that you can do is continue to cut down that angle for your goalkeeper. So she kept the Lady Victory player wide and kept pushing her there, and that was able to help Sargent be able to stick her feet in the ground and stay firm. So well done.
Olivia Molesky skies it from just outside of her own box, but ball takes a fortuitous bounce here, foot race, but Sargent's there first to deny McMahon her next opportunity. And over to Marique Mousset off the throw. Mousset tried to get it up for Madison Costner.
Good.
As it's broken up there by Molesky. Mousset, that was Shope this time around. And that was broken up. Now Barnett over to McMahon. On the foot of McLaughlin. And ball rolled in, secured by Sargent. 49 minutes, not quite 50 minutes into this one. Columbus and Lady Victory are knotted at 1 apiece. Molesky back to Goglin. Goglin, a little dummy, and then she sends a long diagonal ball over for Deja Sweetheart. Stepping up there is Goglin. Now moving down the right flank. Trying to get ahead for Sweetheart. Is she going to be able to bend that run? It's going to go out of play, though. Yeah, I think it will be a corner.
Looks like the head referee overturned that one. I didn't.
So it'll be a goal kick.
It'll be a goal kick. It will.
Mia Shallot, who's hasn't been tested too much, was beaten once in that first half, taking a short kick. And it's over with Barnett. Barnett has been dangerous.
Yeah, she's
on
a
the
burner.
wing. She and Wilkinson as well, connecting well on that right side, and both of them reading each other well, overlapping, as it's going to be Barnett with this throw-in. It's going to be Shope able to win that ball, though, and sending it right back up the line. Is foul going to be coming here to Madison Costner. Barnett will instead leave it and let Megan Wampler step over that one. Pushing personnel up there for Wampler. She is going to send it to the middle, trying to leave it there for Wilkinson, as now Donovan Wall is haranguing her. Stepping up there was Shope. to force the ball out, and it's going to roll out of play for a goal kick for Hannah Sargent. 52 minutes into this one, 1-1 the score. Over now with Ashley Goglin. Goglin playing at center back this game, as it's back to Marique Mousset. To Goglin. Played back to Sargent.
That was
a little bit
awkward
of
for her, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a awkward bounce, and that's going to go out of play. They're going to let Barnett take that ball and throw it in. Touched over to McMahon, the goal scorer, and I think that will be
throwing for the Eagles.
Oh,
it looks
Eagles
like.
with a throw in. Well earned there by Cheryl Shope. Right in that corner, though.
It's like
Difficulty. You'd love to have gotten that out for a goal kick, as it's going to be Lady Victory with this, but coming crashing in to break it up is Olivia Molesky. Important tackle and challenge there, as here comes Marique Mousset looking to launch
Nice
Madison
touch.
Costner on the counter. Costner with that touch around. She's on the right flank. Just outside the box, looking to cut in.
Look.
She finds Deja Sweetheart. Sweetheart with the shot following up. It's
Oh, my gosh.
Crossbar. Oh, my goodness. What an opportunity, but still a chance here for the
Good.
Eagles as
Stick with
Costner
it. Good
leaves
touch.
it over there for
Oh,
Mousset. That ball takes an awkward bounce, and now here comes a counter. It's broken up by Ashley Goglin, and Olivia Molesky has it now at the center of the park. Fed over to Donovan Wall. And back to Sweetheart, who had a golden opportunity to put Columbus in front, just inches from giving the Eagles the lead. Powers knocked that one away, and a touch there as it's going to be chased down by Marique Mousset. She'll play it back to the keeper, Sargent, who will play it long. It'll go out of bounds around the half
that was
field line.
That was a heck of a touch by Costner. I didn't think she was going to be able to get to it, but she played it perfectly. Little loop around to herself. Really dangerous opportunity. Clear if it hit off the top of the crossbar. That's about as dangerous as it gets without going in the goal. But good work from the Eagles there, and that should be a
blatant
card.
foul.
Thank
Yes,
you, ref.
that should be. And I think was that Don Dolinsky that took that foul.
I could not tell who that was.
I need to see her turn around and she pulled. No, that was Dolinsky. That was Dewey.
Dewey,
Who committed the foul. There would have probably been a little bit more commotion on probably a professional foul,
Yeah,
frankly,
I think
from
so.
Dewey.
I don't necessarily disagree with that comment whatsoever. Yeah, good foul if you're going to take it, right?
And boy, Deja Sweetheart, who she's playing at least the first game that we've been able to see, home game for the outdoor season for the Eagles, and she has been such a difference maker since coming on early in that first half. Nearly put the Eagles up in front here.
Yeah, I think even in the middle of the park, you just find someone that has some grit. She's able to get her body and use it well. So she's done a really good job being someone that can collect the ball and move upfield.
That was Sweetheart again getting on the other side of that, but wasn't able to direct that header on net. It's played out short. We've seen that a lot here from this Lady Victory side.
They feel comfortable playing out of the back, clearly.
As it's stepping up, it's Abby Townsend. Townsend who helped create that lone Eagles goal. Playing along.
Yeah, she's playing with
right
some great
flank.
confidence.
She certainly is. Here's Olivia Molesky. Oh, she was looking to do that Ohio University connection, trying to find Serena Deering is elbowed there by
that was
Barnett.
Rude.
Was again, it was a Deja Sweetheart. I might be appealing for a yellow to be shown there.
Yeah, I thought he was pulling for it, but he just went and pulled out the old shaving cream to mark the ball.
Still a dangerous position for the free kick here, just about maybe 5 yards outside the box, and it's going to be Michaela Powers standing over it.
I don't know exactly how she's lining up here, and it's
looks
interesting to see how the Eagles are so far over to the right. Let's see if she's going to try and whip it in here. No, she's going straight to goal.
Curl. Oh, and that's field goal is good. That was interesting, with the setup, whether she would try to take it herself or try to loft it for teammates. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep that ball down, and it sailed out of play. So it's going to be a goal kick here for Mia Shallett, as we're going to get some subs here. Wilkinson coming off for Lady Victory. Coming on, it's going to be Bree Arthur. And it looks like another sub coming on is going to be Maya Turner. She will replace, I believe that is Carrico. We'll get a chance. Yep, she's heading over to that left back position. So ball kicked up. It's into the midfield. Trapped down by Molesky. Over to Deja Sweetheart. Sweetheart plays it to Michaela Powers. Powers ball skied. Now it's with Goglin. Goglin trying to settle it and get it to Mousse. That ball might not quite. Yep, that
a
ball
little awkward.
Gravity not cooperating, as that's going to be headed out of play again by Goglin. 59th minute, 1-1 the score.
Nice turn.
As here comes Lady Victory.
Good look.
Over to Barnett. Barnett in the box, trying to cross it, but it's going to be broken up by her opposite number. Cheryl Shope stood in front of it, broke it up, but it's going to be a corner kick earned here by Lady Victory. And it looks like it is going to be McNabb, I think, to take it. So corner kick coming. Columbus has looked good, and you mentioned it. We've talked about the height advantage that they have, the Eagles, that is, as this ball is going to be played in and sailed over. Is that going to go out? It will for a goal kick.
Yeah, pretty heavy wind. You can see here it even knocked over the other corner flag on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, you see that wind is blowing. Oh, I don't have my compass here with me. I think that is blowing to the.
Well, we do got a compass here. We got a stopwatch. I think that's south.
South. Yes.
Southern wind.
There you go, blowing to the south. As we've
got
got a
that's
sub here.
How the science works. I don't know.
Coming off is Abby Townsend.
Maybe eastward? I don't know how to read this thing.
For the people at home, it's blowing toward the Eagles' goal, although now as I see the American flag is kind of slowed down a little bit. So we'll see. Regardless, the action really is what's going on the field. It's going to be up and into the middle of the park, but tracking back and chasing that one down for Columbus was Duffy.
Yep.
Here's Deerig. Over to Shope. Shope with some speed down the line, keeping it in, and it's going to be a throw-in. But not before a quick Columbus substitution. Coming back on for the Eagles is Jillian Losey. Off will be Madison Costner. And it looks like as Losey will kind of move out to the outside, and we'll see Donley slot in there into that 9 position. But Deja Sweetheart with it now.
Unlucky.
Sweetheart lost that one, on a tough little bounce. And that one's going to be skied out. Nobody there. That will roll out of play. We'll get another throw in here coming. 61 minutes into this one. Columbus and Lady Victory knotted at 1 apiece as it's Deja Sweetheart with it for the Eagles. Sweetheart over to Deerig. Deerig chased down there by Losey.
Well done.
Losey trying to
corner?
Did she earn the corner?
Yep.
She did. And here's a great opportunity for Columbus.
Nice little deft touch to turn around the corner there without breaking stride and earn a corner kick.
Especially here just after coming on.
So we've got Michaela Powers going over to take it.
Yep. Look and see the options for Columbus here is Powers.
It's like we're also getting some cloud coverage, which I'm sure the players are loving right now.
To Powers, the former Wisconsin Badger, to take it. Lofted into the box, headed away, and cleared out. The question is whether Dolinsky can get there and beat Duffy. She does. And maybe follows through with a little bit of hands to the face, as it's going to roll onto the foot of Hannah Sargent.
I believe that's number 10, Dolinsky, did not appreciate Duffy going through. It happens, the contact sport.
And it is going to, they will call that a foul on Duffy there, so that's what brought the ball back. And it's going to be Maya Turner to take it. Turner's ball headed down by Molesky. Now it's Donley. I'm sorry, that's Losi, I should say. Up ahead. Here's Molesky to Losi. Losi trying to get it over.
That's a foul.
Once again, foul, but no, they provide advantage.
What
I'm
a
not
play.
sure. That was once again on the fouling side. There was Deja Sweetheart, who's been getting beat up pretty hard this game. She drew the yellow card, the first yellow card, as well as the second, if I recall. So it's up to Serena Deerig. Foul there at midfield. And a little bit early, and so it's going to be Goglin with it. So Goglin, quick restart, and plays it over to Powers. Powers up ahead to Shope. Shope able to keep control with it. Excellent handling from the Wittenberg product. But she loses it this time around, as it is Bree Arthur.
Good.
Pressure coming from Donley.
That's what they need to do.
Losi helping there as well. Getting in there is Duffy to break that ball up. Donley to Duffy. Duffy with some room. Tries to slide it through. Getting there. Turner. Oh, trying to follow that up and fire it in was Donley, looking for goal number 2. And absolutely stellar defensive play to save the goal by Mia Turner. Or Maya.
Yeah, Eagles doing a good job pressing. We've seen the persistence sometime of Lady Victory wanting to play out of the back. Ball's taken some interesting bounces, and they haven't been super – well, at least that last sequence, they weren't super confident in getting the ball out of the back. Created deflection, and that was a good opportunity. But, yeah, good overall sequence here from the Eagles.
Jordan Fike on for Deja Sweetheart. Is
Get
that ball
in.
Fired in and across the line? Are they gonna? No.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. The foul looked like?
Yeah, I think ref may be called goalie interference. I'm not 100% sure. Can't quite hear what but that's my assumption.
Yeah, it looks to be the case. The ball did cross the line, but not before the whistle from the referee. So we've got a substitution coming. Columbus, a couple golden opportunities to take the lead here. They have had the better of the chances here in this second half, knocking at the door, trying to secure their first lead of the season, and really looking for their first W. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, as we do have a substitution coming off. Is going to be Maya Turner, and back on is Carrico. I don't know if I agree with that one. Turner saved that goal, or what would have been a sure goal for Columbus earlier. No hand. And Columbus might have gotten away with that one there,
lucky.
As it's Losi who gets a forearm elbow. And now Losi goes back, and we'll see it. Some tempers flaring between the
love to see
players. Yeah. And the official gets in there, separates. Looks like no one's going to ski colors. A couple other words there for Losi. And that ball's going to be skied, but Marique Mousset
Nice
with a
touch.
great interception and touch. Mousset over to Dierig. Dierig slots it to Molesky. Now it's Powers. Powers ahead for Donley.
Nice.
Donley to Dierig. Dierig to
Go.
Fike. Fike with some room to run. Stepping over the ball near the corner. Trying to play it out off of the player, and it looks like
Okay.
it will
I
be
wasn't
a
sure.
corner. Yeah, it looked like she might have gotten a piece of it. She played that right into Selena Barnett. And Barnett certainly did not agree with it, but it will be a corner. Columbus has looked dangerous off these set pieces, and another opportunity here. Once again, it will be Michaela Powers, but not before a substitution. Coming back on is going to be Claire Wilkinson. Olivia Watts also entering the game.
Yeah, I like what the Eagles do here on these corner kicks. They come in a line and it kind of spreads out towards the end there.
As that time,
Just
though,
over the top.
unable to.
Need to get back on defense here. That also works too. Don't listen to me. I know
Marique
nothing about
Mousset.
soccer.
Over to Michaela Powers, who remains onside. Powers swinging it in, but it is broken up there. And now it's going to be Barnett. Over to Wampler. Wampler sends it forward, but Marique Mousset still in on the left side. Back to Powers. Powers to Fike. Fike fighting for it, but she loses that ball to Barnett. Barnett plays it back, and it's going to be out of play. There looks like they're going to say Fike got a piece of it. Yeah, at least a substitute coming on, but players heading to the sidelines for a hydration break. We're going to take a quick hydration break ourselves and be back with the action here shortly. You're watching Eagles TV, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today.
We're back here at Bernlohr Stadium after a quick hydration break ourselves. Bart Logan, Darren Van Paris with you on the call. The Eagles, Lady Victory, knotted at one apiece here as we're approaching the 70-minute mark in this one. Darren, a couple golden chances for Columbus early in this second half. They're knocking at the door.
Yeah.
Is there a chance for them to break that one open?
Yeah, I think Eagles have won the second half so far. They really have had the better of the opportunities. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of where the Eagles' season is right now. If they're really wanting to kind of press forward and get back up the standings in the league, I think they've got to put one in here.
Yeah, they've got the advantage when it comes to fresh legs. Just two substitutes available. It is hot outside, especially on this turf, as play resumes, and it's going to be over for Olivia Molesky, played back to Ashley Goglin. Goglin,
Nice look.
Good diagonal ball over to Duffy. Duffy to Dierig. Ball lost there. It's going to be Wilkinson now with it for Lady Victory. Wilkinson, a nice little step over, but has it stolen away by Marique Mousset.
You know, some of the players we haven't talked a lot for the Eagles has been Mousset and Cheryl Shope. I thought they've had both really solid games, and throughout the year they've been really solid contributors. Don't make a whole bunch of mistakes. They're exactly where they need to be. And speaking of that, I feel pretty confident there with what I just said there. But, yeah, she's in the right spot, and hopefully we're able to get a goal here.
Here it is,
Good cross.
swung in
Oh.
by Costner trying to find Fike. As you mentioned it there, yeah, Mousset, great movement, jumping in the attack there. Remaining onside here It's going to be Fike. Fike trying to blast that one through to find Deerig. Now it's a race here between Goglin. Goglin gets it back and plays it to Sargent. She was being pressed there by the goal scorer. I'm sorry, that was not the goal scorer. That was McNabb.
McNabb, yep.
Not used to seeing the striker wearing the 8 shirt.
Yeah.
Usually used to seeing the striker in the 9, but we're going to let it slide.
Yeah, the numbers in this league have been interesting to say the least.
Yeah, they rotate a little bit, and that can be said as well for the Eagles, not just Lady Victory. And what was it, a couple weeks ago, I think, against FC Cincinnati, or maybe it was FC Pride, where it looked like we had some linebacker numbers.
Right. Yeah, 45, 56. There wasn't a number like, 7 or 8 or something that you would normally see on a soccer field, but so it goes. They're numbers. It's all that matters.
And we do actually, and we want to make sure to shout out Lady Victory too. They were kind enough to help provide us with some rosters and numbers ahead of time, and that has been very helpful for those broadcasts. We're hopefully not butchering too many names or anything. And thank to you to any of the Lady Victory fans as well that are tuning in. We hope you leave disappointed, but not because of the quality of the broadcast, only because the Columbus Eagles have come away victorious. Still a lot of time, though, to decide. This one is some words here being exchanged by the lead official with one of the Lady Victory players. It looks like a sub is coming on.
It's like she's getting talking to by the head referee. I'm not sure if she didn't appreciate the foul that happened. I would assume that's probably the case, but yeah, in general, it's nice to not say Lady Victory midfielder or something like that. So thank you to them.
Let's see.
It's like that's number 9. I think that's goal scorer, right?
Yeah, that was McMahon. So she is off. No, that's Dolinsky. And she is on a yellow, so maybe lucky to be coming off just for a substitution of her own volition and not as a requisite for a red.
For me, I appreciate refereeing like that. If it's a little bit out of context, but sometimes players get upset. Last thing you want to see is just a player get thrown off the field because they said something wrong to a referee or I think like that. That stuff is so petty. So at sometimes it's nice to say, hey, take a seat, cool off, and then come back in the game when you've got a nice mindset. Especially where you're able to, where they are flexible when it comes to the substitutions here in the WPSL.
So fortuitous, perhaps, for Lady Victory to not lose their number 10 and be down to just 10 players, as that ball is going to roll out of play for a goal kick. Jordan Fike found herself playing in the defensive half there and doing a good job to marshal her woman. Man, I was like, it's not marking a man. Here, it's going to be Michaela Powers. Powers up ahead to Shope. Now it's Donnelly trying to sneak that one through to launch Jordan Fike on the counter, but unable to get through Molesky with it. Molesky to Losi.
Well done.
Back here with Molesky. Good dribbling there by the number 10. Now it's to Fike. Great nutmeg there. She was looking to find Costner, coming sweeping in and skying it away. Was Maya Turner. Throw in here coming off the hands of Michaela Powers. Powers, long throw, trying to find Fike, but it was Turner instead that got the piece of that. Sorry, not Turner. That was Selena Barnett. Now standing over the ball, it's McLaughlin. Played long and over all the way to Hannah Sargent. And she'll play the ball now here. So 77th minute, score tied at 1. It's Marique Mousset trapping that ball and playing it over to
Nice
Powers. A
turn.
nice little turn from Powers.
Maybe a bit too much.
Ooh, and she looks like she is fouled, may have been hurt, or may have strained something as a counterattack.
Good save.
Big save. Absolutely critical save there for Hannah Sargent is Powers
think she needs to
struggling
come
in the
out.
field, and that is not a good sign if you are Columbus. Michaela Powers has been so important for the Eagles there, a stalwart along the back line. She looks like she's a little bit tender, trying to walk this one off.
I think she asked for a sub. I think.
Yep, and she is, and so it looks like it is going to be Aaron Duffy coming on, I should say, for Powers. And while we're talking, and certainly hope that Michaela Powers is going to be all right and back to return. I want to go back to that Hannah Sargent save. That was absolutely incredible glove save from the keeper after that counter blast, and she dove and was able to get some fingertips on it. What would have assuredly otherwise been a go-ahead goal.
Yeah, big-time save. That's certainly a ball that was struck pretty darn well. So nice to tip it over the top. How is that not a foul?
That certainly looked like a foul to me, and we are going to get a whistle here a little bit late, as I think that's Ashley Goglin down on the ground. She went in there, and it looked like there was a collision in midair, and this is a terrible couple developments here for Columbus. Trainer making her way on. We certainly hope that the Eagles player, and I think it is Goglin, is going to be all right. She's being helped to her feet, but they're going to at least check her out, and not for bad reason. It's just you want to make sure everything is all right, especially when you have those collisions in the air. So she'll make her way to the sideline for at least a little bit more thorough examination, but doesn't look like she's going to be subbed off at this moment.
Maybe Deja Sweetheart maybe coming in here. Looks like doing a drop ball, but yeah, I mean, interesting, things happen, players get injured, but now, if you're the Eagles, now your two center back pairings are off the field. It looks like maybe Olivia Molesky is sliding back, playing a center back, and you also have, it looks like Donley, maybe if this is, I don't know if it's just a set piece thing or how they're getting it set up, but Donley may be sliding back to a center back pairing here as well.
Yeah, it's not clear. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. Or is that, Shope moving in and perhaps Fike is going to go into the left back? We will see what sort of formation Mark Wise puts his players in. As Ashley Goglin does seem like she is doing better, and she's eager to get back in there. I think this is the only time we've seen her come off in any of the games that we've called.
Right.
She's been just so reliable for the Eagles.
So you've got, looks like Marique Mousset is sliding in a center back with Sweetheart currently.
Sweetheart, who was playing at left wing earlier, started the day at midfield, moved to left wing, and now it's Madison Costner with it. Costner getting inside, taking the shot there. Big save from Shallot, as that was going to be a tough angle to beat the keeper on, but Costner made her work for it.
Yeah, nice through ball there. Costner, we've seen it before, where she's able to control the balls that are coming up to the top. I would have maybe liked to see her pass the ball or slide it back towards the middle there. You had Jordan Fike that was running onto it. Oh, this seems awkward. All right, there we go. But good opportunity for the Eagles. We've talked about it this whole game. They've been successful playing the ball over the top. I think we're going to see more of it here.
So, yeah, you said it. Duffy moving to right back. Mousset slotting in at center back with Deja Sweetheart. And it's Cheryl Shope remaining at the left back position. Ashley Goglin does look like she's up, and she's ready to come back on whenever the official will permit it. And it looks like this stoppage will be the case here. 81 minutes into this one, the Eagles and Lady Victory knotted up at 1 goal apiece.
It's like Jordan Fike's coming off. I think Sweetheart's going to move up to the left wing position.
And she's been so dangerous there.
Yeah, she has. You still got Mousset covering for Michaela Powers.
Shope fighting for that one. She's able to clear it up, but it's going to roll out of play. And it's going to be Dewey handing it off to Barnett for the throw-in. Dewey directs it toward the box, but Goglin, her first touch since returning to play. She gets it up to Donley. Donley, a little bit late on that draw as it's going to be
Good
fired,
hit.
but not too much of a challenge there. Was unable to get it on net. Ambitious, but we recognize the ambition.
We recognize the ambition always. Couldn't quite tell who that was.
Yeah, didn't get a good. I think that may have been McLaughlin. We've got a couple McLaughlins out.
It's also
for
hard
there.
to see the numbers on the fronts of the jerseys.
Now it's Carrico. Carrico trying to slot
Nice
it past
turn.
Duffy. She won't have it. Now Duffy getting it up to Abby Townsend. We haven't seen a lot of her in this half, but she helped generate the lone
Nice
Eagles goal
ball.
in the first. She gets it
Stick
up
with it.
ahead to Costner, but Costner unable to corral that ball. It's going to be cleared out. The Eagles remain on the attack for the throw in here. Duffy has that ball taken away. And now a nice play there from McNabb to get around her, but that ball just crossed the touchline, and we will get a throw in for Columbus. Less than 10 minutes, I think, when we're going to count with stoppage time included remaining in this one. Still 1-1 the score. As the ball is going to be played up and headed away there by Goglin. Now it's Mousset. Oh, Mousset pulls up, and that's not what you want to see. Mousset looks like she might have planted her leg in there awkward in that turf. I think between the heat, maybe having to change positions, this is not a positive sign. At least on the plus side, it does look like Michaela Powers is up and ready potentially to return to this game, so she can sub in there while hopefully Marique Mousset is able to get a stretch and it's just a cramp there.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly didn't look great. She instantly pulled back and fell down. Hopefully it's nothing more than a cramp, Bart.
So get her a chance, and Michaela Powers returning. So the familiar center back duo that started the game and both had a couple of scary times, but they're able to recover, and they are back on the field for Columbus. Here it's Cheryl Shope. Shope trying to get it ahead to Donley.
Yeah, she certainly made that interesting for herself there for a second. Tried to think she was maybe looking to play it behind her, but that was covered, and she got herself in a pickle there, but was able to get it out and cleared.
Here's Dolinsky for Lady Victory. Dolinsky slots it through the legs.
Lots of nutmegs today.
Yeah.
I support it.
Michaela Powers, but has it taken away from her that time by Cheryl Shope. Shope trying to play it ahead to Deja Sweetheart, but that ball is out of play. So it's going to be Barnett with it. Just 5 minutes left plus stoppage in this one as that ball goes out of play. Barnett once again with it. Just about 10 yards from the goal line as she throws it in. Now it's going to be Carrico. 15 yards outside the box.
Nice turn.
Here's McNabb. McNabb to the goal scorer, McMahon. Over to Barnett. Barnett offside, though, the call. And so we will have a free kick coming for Columbus.
Got another substitution. Got Serena Deer coming on here. Cheryl Shope.
Deerig coming on, and yep, Shope coming off. So we'll see if that looks like Jillian Losey maybe is going to be moving into that left back position as Ashley Goglin. A nice move there, but then the pass left something to be desired as it's broken up. Here's Duffy.
Here we go.
Duffy over to Townsend. Townsend, a speed to burn. trying to cut across, but it is broken up by Wampler. Maintaining possession are the Eagles. Get it over there. She finds Olivia Molesky. Molesky to Deja Sweetheart. Sweetheart just outside the box on this left side. She's challenging Barnett. She tries to swing it in for a low cross, but it's going to be cleared away by Lady Victory. Now here's Jillian Losey to take this throw in. I don't know if they're exchange balls instead. Nope, here we go.
Hand?
Play resumes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that might have been, Darren, but we've had a couple close calls with the hand situation, as it's going to be Goglin. But you just kind of wish that ball might have stayed up in the air, sailed a little bit more, and could have ended up as a diagonal ball instead of a long clearance. All right, with it now. Here comes Lady Victory, directing Barnett for the overlapping run. Barnett sprinting down the side, unable to keep that ball in, and it's going to result in a goal kick. Just 2 minutes remaining in this one, then, of course, plus stoppage time. Do the Eagles have enough time to steal the win? Steal might not be, an adequate reflection because the Eagles have played well and had many chances.
Yeah, no doubt, Bar. I think that they've, for 60-plus minutes, they've been the better team for the majority of the game. Hopefully.
Oh, this is a tough difficulty. Chipped in, and heartbreaking for Columbus as Dolinsky gets that one. Chips it over the keeper, Sargent, who's sprinting in, and Lady Victory with the goal just a minute before the 90-minute mark. A heartbreaking turn of events for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think you see the wind playing kind of a factor there, Bart. The ball hung up a little bit and didn't quite get it as cleared as far as I think Sargent had wanted to, and got caught her, and then she was caught out of position. Was able to chip the keeper. Well done to slot that home, but yeah, that's a heartbreaker there for the Eagles.
Can the Eagles salvage a point? It is going to be tough sledding, and especially as this is going to be a ball handed over to Maya Turner on the offside call. Turner and now Wampler both taking their time here as we're approaching stoppage time. And that ball is going to be allowed to roll out of bounds, but I think that's going to be a throw-in for Columbus. Duffy has it. The Eagles need to press on the attack. We are officially in stoppage time. Minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time for this one. So the Eagles will have an opportunity. They'll have some time to knot it up, but that back-breaking 89th minute goal from Dolinsky, who was on the yellow, and just about 10 minutes prior to that, it had exchanged some words with the officials. Things got a little bit heated. Was able to just go to the bench and cool off, and came back on and was calm, cool, and collected as she chipped the keeper to give Lady Victory the lead. Another ball sails in. That's into not quite into the backyard, fortunately, as it's going to be Carrico to throw this in. Here's Dolinsky. Loses that ball. It's chased down by Olivia Molesky. Molesky tries to play it up for Madison Costner. Now it's Duffy. Molesky is going to let that one roll out of play for a goal kick here. We're a minute into the stoppage time. A minimum of 5 awarded. Eagles still time to salvage a point.
Nice touch.
As it's going to be Abby Townsend playing that ball up for Ashley Goglin, who's moving up a little bit. It looks like she and Molesky may have kind of swapped positions here, as Goglin's been playing most of the game at center back, outside of her familiar midfield position. Goal kick coming from Mia Shallot. 92 minutes into this one, a minimum of 3 more minutes of stoppage time, but the clock is not the friend for Columbus. There's Molesky ahead to Goglin. Maya Turner struggling with that one, and the keeper is able to handle it. Shallot taking her time. Pressing there was Costner. The goal kick is skied, and here's Molesky. Molesky gets it over to Cheryl Shope. Played up for Deja Sweetheart. And Dierig on the peel loses that ball, and it's going to be Barnett for the throw-in. A little more than 2 minutes remaining here in stoppage time. Eagles looking for an opportunity. They need to press up. They need to attack. Instead, it's going to be Losi playing it over to Duffy. Duffy back, slow roller to the keeper. Booting it out is going to be Sargent. And now it's going to be Dierig. Dierig over to Costner. Costner back to Molesky. Molesky skies that ball. Can Dierig get under it? It's going to be Donnelly instead. Donnelly headed forward and just out of trying to trace it back and not able to clear it in front.
I'm not quite sure what the keeper was doing there, Shallot. Well, I mean, I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to waste some more time and go and collect the ball, but she got outran by Donnelly.
Yeah,
that was almost a crucial error.
It looked like she was almost kind of like trying to set a picker a little bit to slow that run from Donnelly, who would have gotten to that ball and maybe been able to put a better cross across the box in there, but did just slow her down enough. Goal kick up, and it's going to be Costner with it.
Nice
Costner
ball.
lays it off there for Losi. Losi coming swinging down the left side. She puts the ball in. It's onto the foot of Dierig. Dierig to Costner. Here's Deja Sweetheart. Sweetheart over. And it's now with Dierig once again. Dierig trying to chip it over. It's broken up, and now here comes Lady Victory. Just 40 seconds remaining in this one, as it's going to be Michaela Powers to chase this one down. They're going to get a whistle, though. So this may be the last opportunity, especially if this ends up as a Lady Victory ball, which appears to be the case. So ball over for Lady Victory with it. Columbus can get the ball back from them and quick spring a counter. They may have another chance, as it's chasing it. That there is Wilkinson. She will get it for the throw-in. We're now at the 95-minute mark. Barnett tosses it over, and that is the final whistle. A heartbreaking turn of events as the Eagles, the better of the two sides, but an 89th minute goal from Dolinsky, the difference in this one, stealing the win for Lady Victory. We are going to take a quick break, and then we will be back with the postgame show. You're watching Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today.
heartbreak for the Columbus Eagles. They fall to Lady Victory by a final score of 2-1. The Eagles, and it looks like our camera here in studio is having some issues too. Bart Logan and Darren Van Paris with you. Darren, just a heartbreaking result for the Eagles, who played so well throughout this game, and especially in that second half, to have those points, the 3 points, or at least 1 point even, taken away by that late goal from Monica Dolinsky. And that's the difference there for the Eagles. They had a couple golden opportunities. You look at the corner. You look at those chances that Deja Sweetheart had, but unable to find them. And then Lady Victory gets just one opportunity off a bad sequence and is able to capitalize.
Yeah, I think what you were talking about kind of prior to that is they had their opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's never about, oh, well, we get with this last second goal. Like, well, you put yourself in the position to go and convert the opportunities that you had. You got to do it. And you know, when it's a tie game and something fluky like that happens, where maybe you don't clear it as well, you're given an opportunity for a turnover and someone to convert it. So I think more on the side of, hey, how can we get to a point where we're converting these opportunities at a much higher clip? But yeah, I thought the Eagles played majority of the game. They outplayed Lady Victory FC, but wasn't quite able to close the door, so to speak, and they were penalized for it.
And you know, if you're the Eagles, we're certainly not looking for any moral victories, but you know, it's a season, it's a process, and you look at the strides that they've made, you know, over these last several weeks, including or even just looking at that first game of the season against Lady Victory, a 6-0 loss, compared to this 2-1. You know, moral victory, certainly it was not. And I think the key is putting together, as you were kind of inferring to, a complete 90 minutes. You saw the Eagles as the better team for at least 60 minutes of this, but it's a 90-minute game.
Yeah. Clearly the Eagles are getting better. You can see the continuity is growing. They're starting to play a little bit better together. But, they've got to find a way to convert their opportunities and really seal these games off.
You did see, you know, some pleasant performances. Abby Townsend, that electrifying play to set up Alicia Donnelly for her first goal and the Eagles' lone goal. Any other players stick out to you in this one, Darren? Yeah,
you know, I thought for the most part, Goglin and Michaela Powers played pretty well. They did really well with, you know, obviously not having Revitlow back in the center back with that pairing with Powers usually. But I thought they both played really well. We also saw, oh shoot, sorry, this is losing my. Give me a second here. Costner, the striker, has played well all season, but you saw her get opportunities on the break and collecting, you know, finding opportunities for her to score as well. So I was impressed with her.
Yeah, especially impressed with Costner's, you know, play and versatility that we saw from her. She played a couple nice balls across the box, not just being, you know, limiting herself as a target forward, and was really creating a lot of plays and a lot of opportunities for Columbus, but unable to capitalize. You know, a couple players, I mean, we knew that we mentioned earlier the Deja Sweetheart, that golden opportunity she had, and she, I think, had a very strong game.
Yeah.
But she's going to, she may be kind of keeping her, that one might be keeping her up tonight.
Yeah, no doubt, Bart, no doubt.
Well, and this post-game show and all our post-game shows are brought to you by the Nordeck. The Nordeck are a official sponsor of the Columbus Eagles. Nordeck memberships are on sale now, starting at just $30. You get all the swag, the scarf, the face mask, prints of historic and new Crew Stadium, as well as much more. You get priority access to Nordeck tickets at membership prices, along with discounts on merchandise nor on tour trips, access to historic Crew Stadium for the Nordeck Cup, and discounts with Nordeck partners. As part of the membership sale this year, they're also offering members the option to donate $5 additionally, so just $35, and this money will go directly to exclusively to fund TIFO, Mega Tailgate, our last Mega Tailgate coming up at Historic Crew Stadium on June 19th. We've got Kennedy Cry, I believe, though, available on the sideline, so we may turn to her.
Yeah. I think we are.
For some sideline interviews with Mark Wives. Kennedy Cry with the coach. Think we may be having difficulty with the audio with Kennedy. We'll send it back to her as soon as if we're able to get that resolved. If not, we'll have Kennedy back up here to give us the recap of that interview with Coach Mark Wise. And again, we mentioned Nordeck as the sponsor. Nordeck and Mega Tailgate, of which the Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls are champions. There's going to be one more Mega Tailgate at Columbus, a historic Cruise Stadium coming up next weekend. So we want to make sure, see you all out there.
Yep.
Able to have full capacity.
Close her down nicely.
Oh, it'll be wonderful before they welcome Crew into their new Crew Stadium. But back here at Bernlohr Stadium, the Columbus Eagles, just a difficult ending, but they are making a lot of progress, and you just aside from capitalizing on those chances, Darren, what other adjustments would you look to get from the Eagles? Maybe it's just being able to remain healthy after all that heat too.
Yeah, no, certainly that's got to be part of it. Getting players healed up for next week, being able to go back and train this week and work on some of the things that you're looking to improve. I thought, like I said, we talked a little bit about this. Seemed like they just bypassed the midfield a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're going to do that, you got to kind of work on different options when you're playing the ball over the top. Are we doing knockdowns and having different runs coming off of that? So if you're going to play that way, that's fine, but let's continue to work on that and try and find different ways to score as well.
And it'll be interesting to see that the hope is certainly, we saw both Ashley Goglin and Michaela Powers pick up knocks. They were able to sub in, but then that late injury to Marique Mousset, a difficult one for Columbus, and she has been, such an important player for this team at that right back position, but really, a bit of a rover sometimes, but she pulled up a little bit awkwardly. The hope is that that's just a strain or some tightness and not anything more serious, but she was not able to return to the play.
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean, obviously you're playing 2 games in a weekend, so there has been some overlap with some of the players. Some didn't play on Saturday, some didn't play on Sunday, but looking to get everyone healed back up, hydrated, and ready for the next week.
Well, we're going to see if we have anything new to report from Kennedy Cry after this quick break here. You're watching Eagle TV, the Columbus Eagles postgame show, powered by GCG Bag.
Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, columbuseaglesfc.com. Fly with us today. Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, columbuseaglesfc.com. Fly with us today. Our city, our team. The Columbus Eagles bring exciting Women's Premier Soccer League action to the capital city. Join the movement with us and bring the family. More fun, more excitement, and a community of fans like no other. Women's soccer is on the move, and the Columbus Eagles are leading the way. Purchase a membership or game day ticket from our website, ColumbusEaglesFC.com. Fly with us today.
Welcome back to the Eagle TV postgame show powered by the Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls Supporters Group / Lifestyle Brand. Follow GCG Bag on Twitter and Facebook at GCGBag96 for all the breaking news, thoughtful insight, and informed commentary on pro soccer here in Columbus, along with the latest Josh Williams Thirst Trap picks. The Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls, champions of Mega Tailgate, definitely not failing, and official broadcast partner of your Columbus Eagles. The Eagles lose in a heartbreaker in this one to Lady Victory, 2-1. The final score. Bart Logan with you. I'm joined by Kennedy Cry. Kennedy, our sideline reporter. And Kennedy, I know you had the chance to talk with Coach Mark Wise after this game. What were the thoughts from the coach after a heartbreaking loss?
Well, he said that there's a lot of missed opportunities, but that'll come better with time and when the girls get to know each other a little better. He said that our defense definitely did well, and he's super excited for this new player coming next week. He's excited for her to show up, get Goggin back in the six, and he's excited for her just to get her opportunities as soon as she is available. He said that the back-to-back games were kind of hard on the girls, as you can see near the end of the game with the injuries. But other than that, he said that they really put their all out there. Yeah, that's what I was going to see. You know, are there any other updates on the status? We know Marique Mousset went down, was unable to return, but you saw a couple other injuries, Ashley Goglin, Michaela Powers. Players just pick up nicks, or is there anything a little bit more serious? I don't think there's anything too huge. Kind of just wrapping a lot of the stuff and just kind of giving it some time to heal.
And you know, heat, I think, you know, was a big factor in this one. Did Coach Wise have anything to say about that, or just the conditions on the field?
Not quite. He was just kind of content with how we played, and he didn't want to intrude too much. Just let them be in their own mindset.
It did look like, and we were talking a little bit earlier with Darren, you know, not looking for moral victories, but this team definitely, compared to the first game when they played them, they lost 6-0. This one 2-1, in a game that I think the Eagles probably were the better team for the better part of it. What were his thoughts, or your thoughts, on this team and the chances they created, almost nearly securing the point?
Absolutely. They definitely just wanted to fight and prove their chances of them winning just as much as the other team, because it's a new day, it's a new game. He said that he was definitely impressed in how they showed up and that how they really wanted to show off and be ready to play. So.
Any other takeaways from you watching there, or from your conversation with Coach Wise?
I'm just not much. Just that they were really strong out there, and I could tell that they were really motivated and out there for the right reasons.
Well, excellent. Kennedy, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you all for tuning in here on Eagle TV, powered by GCG Bag. We'll be bringing you be back in action, I think, a little bit later this month. It might be into July. I'm going to have to look at my schedule, but we'll have those updated for you on social media at GCG Bag. And as always, head to ColumbusEaglesFC.com. As much as we love to have you tune in for these broadcasts, we'd also love to see you here at Bernlohr Stadium for the upcoming home games. So for Kennedy, for my colleague Darren Van Paris, for our entire broadcast team, Tyler Kendall, David Faust, Mr. John Cry, and Rob Gardner, for working through all those technical difficulties. Thank you all for sticking with us, and we will see you next time.